So Oxford City beating Dulwich Hamlet by 1-0. A really tight game. Joining me is David Oldfield. David, a deserved victory in the end, 1-0, and a real battling performance.
Yeah, I think so. The game is so tight. The matches are so close and so tight. But I think we deserve to. The boys dug deep, certainly after the sending off, and the game was so close the whole way through. Dulwich are a really good side. They've got some good players, and to beat them at home after a little run they've had is very good for the lads.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they came into the game off the back of a bit of an unbeaten run and full of confidence, no doubt. And it has to be said, though, in that first half, apart from a couple of shots from distance, you managed to cope with everything that they threw at you and had more than your fair share of chances yourself.
Maybe so. I think that might be slightly generous, in all honesty, but the game was very close. They had their opportunities. We had one or two. I felt that we could have done better in possession. There were times when we managed to move it well, and there were times when we gave it up too cheaply. So we obviously have, a lot of work to do. And there were times when out of possession we didn't quite get it right as well. But overall, I think second half we did a little bit better, and overall I think we deserve to take the result.
A word about the goal scorer, Aaron drew a really good first half, causing all sorts of trouble down the right-hand side. It was a good composed finish from a good cross from Louis Hall and good vision.
Yeah, absolutely, and we managed to win it back on with a little bit of pressure, and crucially we kept it on the transition. So it was an important goal for us, a really important goal, very well taken, and it's great to see those young players in advanced areas and really affecting the game.
And a big decision obviously soon after that, just after the hour, Ben Gehring getting his marching orders. We didn't really see a second sight of it. It was a heavy challenge, but possibly a red was maybe a little bit harsh.
I felt at the time it was harsh. I haven't seen it back, but I've listened to one or two opinions on it, so we have to really just be careful and make sure we see it back. He certainly won the ball. I think the issue is the training leg and that sort of stuff, and the game is different now, and it is what it is. So we want to be as strong and as determined as we can, but certainly within the parameters of the game. So we'll have to have if you'll forgive me, have to have a good look back at it. But at the time I felt it was a little bit harsh.
One thing we didn't see, and this is, I think, testament to your side and the confidence of your side, you didn't then decide automatically to shut up shop and go defensive. You actually brought a like-for-like substitution on, really, in Lewis Coyle from McEachran. It wasn't really till the last 5 minutes when you bought Matsuzaka on that you decided that try to go for the 1-0.
Well, yeah, I think we decided to try and keep an offensive presence, certainly on the sending off. And I think how the game develops and how that time and the moments just slip away, you do sag a little bit and get a little bit deeper. And I think we needed to get another header on for the crosses. They had one or two headers, and Ben Dudzinski made some really good saves. So it was time by then to sort of get bodies around us and just make sure we block. And I think overall it's a testament to the lads' attitude and the spirit within the group to come away with a victory there.
A word about Ben, actually, a very good point that you made there about the saves he made. He took a bit of a clang, didn't he, sort of 10 minutes from the end, and we were a bit concerned it might have shaken him, but those last 10 minutes he was called into action several times, and his handling today was superb.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we need to make sure that we look after him today with that head. He got across the goal. I think he's banged his head against not the post, but the metal sort of surround and support in the back. So it's he's okay. I don't think he wasn't out, so he's perfectly fine. But we just need to make sure that we monitor that. And his performance was really good. His kicking was good, and he's made some really good crucial saves. So overall, he epitomised really the group and the determination within the group. So to come away with a big result is very fortunate.
Two more quick questions, if I may. Firstly, looking ahead to Tuesday, an FA Trophy tie away to Welling United. Never an easy place to go, particularly midweek, but a carrot of another home game before Christmas should you be successful.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think it's an important game for us. We've got one or two who are just feeling little knocks, you know, the kind of little elbows in the ribs or something like that. So we've got one or two just to make a decision on. But it's a big game for us. It's a really important game and a very tough place to go. So there is a reward of another home game, and really reminds me how how delighted we are to have the supporters back into our home games. There was noise today and an atmosphere, and the lads really appreciate that. So it's going to be another big week for us.
Good stuff. And just finally, one question about the new signing. I know that a lot of Oxford United supporters were very interested in this signing. Alfie Potter joining the club, I think, yesterday. Unfortunately, self-isolating at the moment just for precaution. But what a fantastic signing for the club. I know you've been working very hard to bring him into the side.
We have not brought Alfie Potter in because he's Oxford United. He did brilliantly at Oxford United, and he needs to do brilliantly for us. He's in because there's so much ability and so much experience, and how he can affect us going forward. So we're really pleased he's here. Because he has an Oxford United and an Oxford connection, it makes it even sweeter. So we're very pleased to have him on board. But he will join a hard-working collective group, and he will need to make sure that he's part of that group going forward, and we're very pleased to have him.
And for somebody who's got bags of experience, because he has it at this level and above, obviously Billy Ricky for a couple of years as well, he's still a relatively young man, so there's a lot left in the tank for Alfie Potter.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of energy left in, absolutely, and he's got quality, experience, and something for us to offer. We need to make sure that we get the fitness right and everything from there. I know Alfie from Peterborough United previously, actually, so I've known him for a long time, and it's been good for him to be training with us for a little bit and to really get to know him again and see his quality. So we're hopeful that he will be a strong addition to us. But again, that collective group is going to be so important to us, and he'll add to us there, I'm sure.
David, a good result today. Obviously,
you.
a very busy Christmas period coming up, starting with the trophy tie on Tuesday. But it's good to go into the Christmas period off the back of a couple of really good, solid performances.
Yeah, very, very true. I think it's probably better than a good result today. It's a really good result. So it's an excellent reward for the lads for their efforts, and we're actually delighted to manage to get the 3 points.
Good stuff.
Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.